Hello there. Joe constantly demands that we should trust his skill in games, and he's using these posts here as an example for it. He's using uh, those reaction tests as an example for it. You can see got Kovacs and Steam sale. Might start doing aim training on streams. Got up early, did two of them, and he's near top 75% of players. This here is what he's looking at right now, sub 75 percentile. However, if you actually look into the recent statistics, you can see performance against average is only 2.992 percentage higher than the quote unquote average player. And then you go up here, and he starts arguing that having an accuracy of 90% should not be less than 50%, aka less than the direct average. Meaning more than the average player, more than 50% of the entire player base that uses Kovacs and this testing he just did are having an accuracy higher than 90%. I mean, I have no idea where my accuracy is. I have no idea what a decent accuracy would be, where that would be in numbers in terms of these systems here. But if you take this picture here, then attached to it, he says these 100 like top 100 players here are having 100% accuracy and are with a score of 23,472. However, this type of smooth training 60 got 381,735. Joe's rank on smooth training is roughly 200,000, meaning he's technically only 180,000 below the top of it. Yet, if you that's the amount of entries. If you look at his score, 20,088, the median is 20,214. Like, it speaks for itself that not a lot of players use this here. Not a lot of people in general use this here. So you cannot make it out to be that you are good or bad just because of these numbers here. What you can say is Joe is 47.83 out of all these 381,735 people using this one. But the percentage doesn't really rank up with his rank. I'm not good at math by head, but 400,000, 200,000, that should then be 50. If you go 20 down, you should then roughly go 20 down here, according to what I can think of. Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense that. Otherwise, it wouldn't be staying on like 50, maybe 10,000 down here, 20,000 down here, actually. But I could be wrong. Maybe 199,162 is roughly 47.83%. I don't know. So Joe constantly demands that we should accept that he's average or above average, that he's decent, and he's using moments like this here to argue for it.
You'll have dark side, you'll see I'm here. No, I can't avoid it. Maybe he won't dark side. Oh, come on, guys, come on. Fucking Laurel and Hardy shit going on here.
Now he won't have time to revive and shoot Joe. So you can see he chooses to extract rather than loot. He's complaining about the slow reload of the flare and swapping around and all that. Fat fingering that he's doing, rather than just simply be on his main weapon, reload potentially, and then be ready to shoot him while extracting, or even loot and then shoot, something like that shit. Like, there's no reason for him to even burn this guy here to begin with. So, like, of course, it makes no difference for Joe, but like, get the money, get the points, whatever. If we then take another moment, here you can still argue that Joe is decent. Same live stream. You can still argue that he's decent. He did hear someone behind him. So obviously that's what he's taking care of right now. You can still argue that he's decent based on this here. However, the thing that takes it all away from him, it's moments and plays like this here that shows that he's below average. Because, like, his positioning is not his aiming, because his aiming is fairly good. However, his tactical knowledge, his tactical choices are what pulls him down. In the complete open, he didn't even like try and stay out here with the bush so he could still see the enemy, but his enemy would have like slightly more difficult seeing him. And he follows it up with this.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Crouching the same position, barely moving whatsoever, not even running for cover or anything, completely in the open. Let's show this here. This here is where he should stop moving, potentially even crouch here, so he's under the branches and have this vision here, and he still have a slight hill down here, if any. Like, you can even argue that it's fine that he goes into the open. I will mute right now. Joe still have one shot. I will slow it down. You can see here, that's 3 shots already. This guy here then actually points up there. You have the barrel of the sparks right here, actually. And you can slightly see it move if I can hit correctly. You can see he's running there. You have the direction. I hate this because it's 1080 and it doesn't go higher. So it's slightly difficult to see. And you can see he's jumping, moving around, then moves up there. Joe shoots again, telling the enemy, I'm not behind you. Before I was on your right when you ran this way. I was down here. Now you were pointing this way. I'm still down here. Joe then chooses to crouch. And then be like, okay, I have given him all the information that I can to know exactly where I am, and I'm not going to move away. Yeah, but that's just unlucky part by him. Sure, back to the match here at the end of his live stream, when he killed these 2 people here. I want to go further ahead. As you can see, I'm actually going further into the match. Skip by 10 seconds per time. He shot, he made noise. The bounty is over here. Of course, they know that someone's then coming for them. Of course, they know. You can hear here that Joe actually hears someone like jump crouch.
Do kind of need that fucking.
Jump crouch. Again, this here is another moment where Joe tactically are lagging. You're making noise, you can hear him, he can hear you. Doesn't matter if you're crouching, you're both able to hear each other right now. He can hear you. You don't have Whispersmith, your weapons make noise when you swap. He can probably also hear that. I saw this live on stream. I was like, what's that? Is that another rock? Then you see it moves, and what does Joe do? Completely ignores it. Like, this is Joe's awareness. Of course, it is a dark skin. It is a dark area. But he's, as you'll see him walk around, he hears someone jump up there completely. There's no question about that. You hear someone running, and he's not caring about this like edge here as he goes around the corner. He's not giving a fuck about this up here. In fact, he's ignoring it. He's moving his crosshair away for the person over here. But there are two people with a bounty. If they're not fighting each other while the lightning is close, then they're teammates. Or someone, two solos that said, hey, can I have the other one? I won't shoot you. You're not going to be shooting me. We team up. Still teammates of that moment then. Joe simply does not give a fuck about the possibility of the two people being together, and then doesn't give a fuck about this here. This here is lack of knowledge. This here is tactical awareness that he's completely lacking, and still demands to be a decent player. Fair, he then dies.
What? Come on, bro.
Looting.
This guy's looking at me the whole time. Like, how could this guy have even heard me, bro?
He heard you crouch. He heard you swap weapons. Just like you heard him crouch and jump and such, he also heard you.
He doesn't make a single noise, but he knows exactly where I am.
No. He knows there are people coming from that direction, potentially even his teammate running behind him, Darksider, and said there are people in that direction. Potentially. You then get up, you run, which makes noise. They can hear you. You can hear them, I mean. They can hear you. There's nothing here that's now secret. We then have the hive. Again, you're so slow at getting a reaction to this area here. It's insane. You're not dead yet. That's fair. Then you're not annoyed by the hive. That's fair. They can hear the reload. You're walking right now, not crouching. Running, that can be heard. This here is wood, running on wood, that can be heard. They now know you are on wood. The only wood over here are the train cargo. I don't know what word I was trying to say other than cargo, but well. They can still hear you walking on wood, meaning you're still there. So the only thing they need to worry about is which side you're coming from.
This guy is fucking.
This is a different person. If I go back, slow it down. No sound, because slowed down sound is fucking annoying. This here, it can be shrugged off as a fair mistake. Can be shrugged off as that. But again, Joe saw the person right there. As again, this can be called a fair mistake. However, your weapon is still showing to the enemy. You're ADSing, meaning your weapon is forward. Your weapon is taking up more space than what you are capable of seeing yourself. So he already knows you're right here. That's why he didn't shoot you the first time, because he didn't know where you came from. And what do you then choose to do? Oh, crouch. Forward to the same spot. You're not even I hate it being unable to go back like that. You're not even stop crouching. You're still. This is the first peak. There, that's the first peak. You're still crouching and peeking the same. You're not even like jumping over or walking over. He already knows your positioning, your height, so he already knows what to be doing. You're not changing it up. And in fact, right now, you're peeking the same spot twice. I do that too. I'm not the one claiming to be decent or better than a decent player or average player. I'm not claiming to be any of that. This is not about me. This is what Joe are doing wrong. And yes, I'm still guilty myself of this. Peeking twice the same place. However, again, look at how far out Joe is. He's looking at this corner here, meaning he shouldn't even be moving further out. Right now, he have a crap ton of space. He's not following the edge. And he's not even trying to follow the edge around. Had he followed the edge, he might even have gotten 1 or 2 shots in on the enemy. Or even he might have gotten 1 shot in on the enemy before the enemy got the shot off, and then survived to rotate or do something else. He's not even trying to peek around the corner. He's saying, here I am, shoot me, and then I will complain.
This guy is fucking fully cheating. Both of them know exactly the angles to look at, the exact holes to look at. Headshots every time. Fucking cheating ass bitches. Both of them are cheaters, bro.
No, they're not. Well, probably not. But from what you have shown, we would never know. Because you're not actually playing in a way that's to your advantage. In fact, doing this here, you're playing to the enemy's advantage, and that is why you're not average. Because you don't learn from your mistakes. You're blaming everyone else for your mistakes. This here was just a little extra that has gotten a little longer than I wanted it to be. But again, I'm making these videos to show why Joe doesn't know what cheating looks like. He blames everything on being cheat. Every single time he dies, it's cheating, 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 cheating. Every single time. I can pick another moment that shows he's lacking awareness and such. Here, he heard someone shoot over there. He heard someone shoot down over here. He's now hearing someone walk down here. You'll hear that when I start the video. This here is another evidence that Joe are technically either playing with a too big monitor, or he's simply not watching the monitor. I saw this here live, and I was like, what are you looking at? See if you can find the enemy as I'm playing it, because I could when Joe played. I could hear the enemy, just like you probably will be, and I could see the enemy long before Joe. And I knew where the enemy still was after dying to Joe. Watch this.
I'm dying.
Why wait until all the way down before even going for the aim of the character? And even after landing, you're only then moving over to the character. I don't know what it is you're even aiming at. The character, you saw him. The character is there. I saw the character when he played live. I will slow it down for you now. His camera is now taking up the space of the character. Joe can still see that area. What are you aiming at? You can still see the character there. Landing, you're still not moving to the character. And now there you go. Like, What are you doing?
Maybe not.
This here is Joe's common game awareness.
Why is my flare pistol on fucking X?
Okay, not that part, but finding the corpse.
Where's his body? Where's his body gone? I can't fucking see his body, bro. Has he gone in the water somehow? Fuck. Am I gonna get shot like this?
Like, you land on the boat, you turn inwards to the wall, shoot the enemy at the pillar, and then you magically don't know where to look for the body. So you're looking out towards the water area where you never aimed. Like, this here hurted my brain to watch. And I didn't even join him from the start. I don't know what happened all the way down here. Wait, did I? Oh, no, yeah, no, I did. I actually think this here is where I then stopped watching for a little bit, went shopping, and then I came back. Yeah, I went shopping, and then I come back. I think it was around here when he was loading up for the last match. I thought he was going to continue playing. Then, as I showed, the double kill and then the insanely embarrassing way of moving around. Like, all this here is common Joe. But what's even funnier is the fact that someone wrote, "Wow, cheating, one-tap headshot, easy toggle." Let me go over here
Fuck.
to
So
this
solo. You can't see me from that.
to this moment here.
Someone just died.
Someone died. He's burning over here. Burning a body over here, right? He just picked up the fucking bounty.
You're that dark side. You'll see I'm here.
This guy here decides to I don't know what, but not use the bounty. Decides not to play the game. In fact, this entire interaction seems more like it's a bot.
No, I can't avoid it.
Because you can see he hears the extraction being activated, and he's still just running down for it. There are absolutely no players with any amount of 50, 20 plus hours that would continue running for an extraction that makes a completely new sound. However, the headshot Joe makes.
You're that dark side. You'll see I'm here. No, I can't avoid it.
That there could be called toggling, like someone said. And Joe then says this in response.
Come on. Easy. That delivered me the bounty there.
The message comes in just a bit. Joe reads, and then he starts whining about it.
Wow, cheating, one tap headshot. Yeah, I mean, I'm just like, if I'm cheating, how do I get reacted on when I'm using cheats, right? If I'm using cheats, then how does that guy turn around and one tap me? Yeah, cheers, thanks, man. Easy toggle. I should have toggled before then. I should have toggled when I'm got that dude and I'm missing all my shots. I should have toggled then.
Like, Joe's doing all this. I should have toggled then. I should have toggled before. Back here, he's also saying, like, how can I die to this here? At some point, he talks about how could he die here if he cheats. I'm not gonna find it, but like, it falls under the same category. Falls under the same category. If Joe's toggling, well, Joe, you're not toggling all the time. You're toggling enough to claim you're decent, but then not toggling to prove that you're not decent. You're toggling enough to make it seem like you're cheating, and yet using these moments here as, but if I was toggling, I would have toggled before losing out all these shots here and dying. Like, that's what a cheater would say. If I was cheating, I would have done it before. What was it your argument in another video was? The Filth of Hunt Showdown 39. You're saying it yourself towards someone else. Easy. He plays legit and then toggles.
He opens the door and he doesn't open the door like front on. He goes to the side, opens the door and steps out as if he knew I was there trying to like shoot me. A little bit flimsy, but either way, it could just be an easy explanation as to he knows he's got Necro, he plays legit on his first life, and when he gets killed, then he toggles his cheats on once he's been killed to make sure that he doesn't die a second time. Killed, then he toggles his cheats on once he's been killed to make sure that he doesn't die a second time. His first life, and when he gets killed, then he toggles his cheats on once he's then he toggles his cheats on then he toggles his cheats on then he toggles his cheats on then he toggles his cheats on.
Wow, cheating. One tap headshot. Easily explained. Toggle. Like, you're kind of using the exact same excuse to claim others are cheating, Joe, but you're saying, no, it doesn't come from me. I'm legit. The only reason you're doing that is because you want to claim yourself as being the anti-cheater. But you're really not that good at shooter games. Yeah, but my statistics show that I'm actually really, really good. I am top 75 percentile of all players. My accuracy is 90%. 87. He rounds up just to make it seem better. Like 90%, 90% accuracy, nearly 90% accuracy. Like, for that matter, like these 3% here of accuracy could literally mean that if you got it to 90, you could literally get to, I don't know specifically, but it could mean you would be 60 percentile. Like, it can move incredibly fast when it's in regards to accuracy. You have 13% here to 100% in total. You are percentile 47.8 on 13 percentage. Like, that really is not a lot to move 53% up and down. You are not as good as you think you are. And until you stop blaming literally everyone for cheating just because they kill you in a game, you will never improve and get better at the game whatsoever. You're having an entire channel. Granted, at the bottom of it, you are having gameplays and such. Down here, you're having gameplays, playthroughs, you're having other things. But these videos down here doesn't amount to much compared to your total amount of videos. You can see this is the bottom, this is going up. 12 years ago, 11 years, 10 years ago. Then you have playthroughs 9 years ago, playthrough of Stalker, Resident Evil, Metal Gear Solid. And then up here, that's still Stalker. Okay, we still have these here. Kill Real, Kill Real, Kill Real. Cheaters. So being here on the scroll, needing to go all the way up here to be at the top, like that seems to me like it's roughly 75% of all your videos that's start out to being regarding cheaters. 75% of 604 is a crap ton of videos of you blaming everyone else for your own mistakes, just simply because you refuse to learn and get better. That's all there is to it. This entire channel is a joke because you're not trying to catch cheaters. You're not. You disguise it as the anti-cheater, making videos about cheating and hacks and whatnot, but you're not trying to actually legitimately catch cheaters. You're blaming everyone for cheating, and that will only normalize the most mundane and boring gameplay as being cheating also, which pulls attention away from cheating in general, because then everyone's a cheater. This was just my 2 cents. It's already far too long a video, so I will cut it here. I have so much more I can add, but there's no reason for it. Mainly because Joe claims to be above average and then starts whining when it doesn't fall in line with what his delusion says. And yet, for that matter, you can just pick up his live streams, even on YouTube where they're all saved. You can just pick up his live streams, basically go to whatever moment he dies, and then actually argue for things that he could have done better. This video could be more than 24-hour long, because going through all this for every single moment he could have done better, like, just look at this here. He started streaming last year. Like, he have a crap ton of videos, and there's no reason to go through all of it. The only thing you need to do is swap over, thank you, is watch his small videos to know that he doesn't know what he's talking about. So this falls under don't trust Joe